And we have a representative at J&J Bail Bonds of Grand Rapids. Good afternoon, sir. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon. Yes, sir, I can.
What's your name?
Roland, R-O-L-A-N-D, last name Johnson.
And what's your position with J&J Bail Bonds?
Manager.
The defendant in that case is Sharon Street, posting a bond on behalf of Kybron Street, who I think is back in jail now. This is interesting, Mr. Johnson. I haven't had a case like this in years. When COVID hit, the bail companies quit looking for the defendant, at least the ones posting here, and nothing ever happened. And we forfeited some bonds and attempted to forfeit some, and I think they just figured it was cost of doing business. So in this case, it's interesting that the bonding company is actually going after the surety for posting the bond, because for a time Judge Patterson was really frustrated. There was no consequence for someone failing to appear. If I can get this other lady to turn on her microphone and her camera, we'll address that, and we'll wait and see whether Mrs. Street is going to show up. Tricia Mauser, can you turn on your camera and your microphone? All right, Mr. Johnson, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm any testimony you're about to give in this matter will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief?
I do.
Let me check with the bailiffs to make sure Miss Street is not here. I'm looking for Sharon Street. All right, thanks. All right, thank you. This is a claim for $1,250. It's alleged that Miss Street filed as a surety for a bond for her son Kybron Street. That's spelled K-H-Y-B-R-E-N. And apparently he forfeited a bond. Mr. Johnson, what's the status of this?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was lodged on about October 2nd. But going back to the claim is on or about July 4 of 2023, went to the contract with Miss Sharon Street on a $5,000 bond to get her son Kybron out of jail. So she signed a contract guaranteeing his appearance in court. Unfortunately, it looks like around July 17 of 2023, we were notified that he failed to appear on our $5,000 bond. I had been in contact with Miss Street on a regular basis for around 3 weeks, and then she just stopped answering her phone call or responding to the mail. We had to end up sending a recovery team out to go look for Mr. Street, and she's been assessed the fees involved for him missing court and for the recovery team.
Well, I'm gratified to know a recovery team was actually looking. Here she is now. I hate this when people are late. 7 minutes late. No, she's not connected, and I think she's driving.
I'm going to see if we can maybe get in.
All right. Well, here she is. Miss Street, can you hear me?
Barely.
Well, that's on you, not on me. Where are you? Mr. Godden, people always have the right to come to court like the old days, and people actually come here. So I appreciate your being here on time and in a timely manner. I allow people to do small claims by Zoom, which is certainly more convenient for Mr. Johnson, but we have a lot of technical problems because people struggle with the technology.
Right. That's why I wanted to be here. in person.
Well, I appreciate it. So she's out in virtual limbo and Tricia Mauser is in virtual limbo. I don't know if she can hear us.
I can hear you now.
All right. Are you driving a car?
I'm parked. I'm sitting at a
All right, you're
station.
late. We've been waiting for 8 minutes for you to show up. And so we actually started the hearing. It was scheduled at 3 o'clock, not 3:08. Mr. Roland Johnson is here from J&J Bail Bonds. I can't see you, but I can hear you. Would you please raise your right hand?
I have my right hand raised, but I don't know why you can't see me. It says
Well,
my
your
video.
camera is frozen. All right. Do you swear or affirm any testimony you're about to give in this matter will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief? Ms. Street, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. This is very frustrating. Your signal keeps bopping in and out and your video feed is not very good. Where are you?
I'm in Nottawa, sitting at the gas station
Why don't you just drive to the courthouse?
because I have to be in Minden at the elementary school at 3:30.
Okay. Well, Mr. Johnson claims you owe $1,250 for Kybron failing to appear in his circuit court case, and they had to send a recovery team out to get him. What's your response to that?
Well, they didn't send a recovery team out to get him. He was arrested by Three Rivers Police Department for something else. So it's
Well,
recovery
they sent a
team.
recovery team to find him, but they couldn't find him, and you had signed his surety. Yeah, he got arrested, I think, October 2nd. So he's asking that I order that amount of money. What's your response?
I don't really have a.
At least you're here barely, late and barely, but I find after trial, there is real no defense. It is what it is. You owe $1,250, $63.50 for a total judgment of $1,313.50. Stated today's date. Are you still at the East State Street address?
Yes, I am.
Can you make any sort of monthly payment on that?
I can try.
How much? Can you pay $100 per month?
No,
All right, I'll just leave the judgment as it is. Are you employed someplace?
yes, I am.
Where do you work? Okay. Well, you know what the collection practice is. You can, I guess, garnish her wages. She's not willing to do $100 a month. When
I
people
don't
post
mind
a
doing
bond for somebody,
$100, but I can't. I barely can feed my kids. My
All right,
mortgage
well-
is 2 months behind.
all right, well, this
don't
is
even have
on,
enough to
this
live.
is on Kybron. He put you in this position. You signed as a surety for him. J&J Bail Bonds guaranteed that he would show up. He didn't show up, and then you signed the contract that says if he doesn't show up, he can go after you. And so if I were to have him in here, I'd give him a little advice. But he's left you owing $1,313.50. So I guess I'll just leave it at that. Mr. Johnson, would you accept something less than $100?
No, I would not.
All right. All right, Ms. Street, you have 21 days to pay that. If you don't pay it, they can pursue other collection remedies.
One of my checks is not even that much
Okay.
to pay it in 21 days.
Well, I don't expect you to pay it in 21 days. I expect that they're going to try to collect by garnishing your wages or doing other collection action. But Kyburn's not in a position to pay it right now, but he's the one that put you in this position. All right, you're free to go. You got kids to pick up.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.